I had an allergic reaction in a foreign country, which was pretty scary. At the time, I was living in Korea and I was trying to save money because fruits and vegetables are so freaking expensive out there. I get the same fruits and veggies that I normally eat for an affordable price, but I could get apples. Outside of my apartment, there was a really sweet old man that would come to sell his apples a few times a week, and I couldn't say no. He would sell these really big bags of apples for like $3. So I basically started living off of these apples. When I was hungry, I would grab an apple. If I wanted something sweet, I would grab an apple. So I was probably having around like 3 a day. I was eating them so much, I was literally looking forward to having my apple. Like, it was a little treat. Till one evening when I was alone in my apartment, eating an apple, of course, all of a sudden, my throat started to feel itchy. And my mouth started to feel itchy. I was like, that's a little weird. It's so subtle too that I didn't really put two and two together that it was the apple. So I kept eating the apple. Then all of a sudden, my mouth started to feel like carpet. I started coughing, and that was when I started to get scared. I didn't know what to do, so I texted my mom, "Mom, I think I'm having an allergic reaction." But I was literally 16 hours across the world, so she was asleep. I'd only been there for about a month at that point, so I didn't have any health insurance, and I knew that a trip to the ER was gonna be very expensive, so I didn't go. I kind of sat in my apartment just kind of coughing and hoping that it would go away and I wouldn't die. And I mean, I'm still here to tell the story, so obviously it worked out for me. Don't be like me though. If you're having an allergic reaction, go to the ER. Idiot. I talked to my doctor about it later, and he kind of described it like a cup of water where you can keep pouring into the cup and everything's fine, but then you hit that point where the cup starts to overflow to where it's just too much. So he told me that eating the apples was fine, but then I started eating too many apples and my body was like, oh, that's too many. That's the story of how I found out I'm allergic to apples.